So yesterday, I did a refeed. And I want to explain to you what a refeed is and what the purpose of it is. So when you're on a cut, you know, and you're looking to lose weight, you're going to cut your carbs pretty hard. You still need to be training hard in the gym, lifting weights. You're going to be doing a little extra cardio. So you're going to be burning through more calories. So a refeed has a very specific purpose. What you do is you bump your carbs for 1 day out of the week. You bump it up by about 100 grams. And what this allows you to do is really replenish your glycogen stores in your muscles. And this glycogen is what you're going to be using when you're training in the gym. So whatever day of the week you want, you pick a day, and just bump your carbs up by 100 grams. You can do less depending on your needs. You know, maybe it's only going to be 75 grams. Maybe if you're really feeling down and your performance in the gym is really lagging, you might want to go 125 or 150 grams of carbs on your refeed. So what this is going to allow you to do again is to keep training hard in the gym, because when you're glycogen depleted, you're not going to have the energy in the gym to lift hard and lift heavy, which is what you have to do to maintain your muscle mass. So a refeed is very important, a very important part of your program to lose body fat and to maintain your muscles and get cut. Now, you notice a refeed is very different than, say, a cheat day. A lot of people like to do a cheat day, and in a lot of ways you can achieve the same purpose, because if you go on a cheat day, you're probably eating a lot of high carb foods anyway, and your glycogen stores will get replenished. The difference is, and this is a big difference, on a cheat day, you're probably eating a lot of high fat food too. You're probably going way over your fat numbers. On a refeed day, your fat should stay pretty much the same. Like, for example, myself, I'm at 65 grams of fat every day on this cut. When I had my refeed, which was yesterday, I stayed at 65 grams of fat. I just bumped up the carbs. Really, all I want is the extra carbs. I want to replenish my glycogen stores. If I went and had a full all-out cheat day, yeah, I'm going to replenish my glycogen stores because I'm probably going to get a lot of carbs anyway. But I'm also, you know, if I'm eating pizza, ice cream, cakes, cookies, chips, just whatever I want, you're going to get a lot of fat. That fat's going to get stored. Okay, because if you're having a cheat day, it's going to be high calorie. You're probably going to be above your your maintenance calories for the day, and you're going to store a lot of that fat as body fat. So, as you can see, a refeed is a very strategic day with a very specific purpose in your cutting program, and that's what you want to stick to. Don't go to cheat days, guys. Stay away from cheat days. You know, just think to yourself, if you go on a cheat day and you just go all out and you eat 200 grams of fat, you're probably storing at least half of that. At least half of that. That's 900 grams of fat. That's 900 calories worth of fat that you're storing. That's probably close to 2 days of work if you're in about a 500 calorie deficit on your cut each day that you just blew away because you wanted to eat a whole bunch of pizza and stuff. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. You know, if you want to have a piece of pizza or you want to have some ice cream, fit it into your calories. Don't go with the all-out cheat day. It's basically just an excuse to binge. Stick to the refeed. It's very strategic. It's very important to maintain your intensity in the gym, and at the same time, it allows you to continue to lose fat, because those extra carbs are not going to turn into body fat. A high amount of extra fat will turn into body fat. A high amount of extra carbs will not turn into body fat. Those carbs will be stored as glycogen because of your hard training and the reduced calories during the week. You're going to be low in glycogen. Your muscles are going to soak up those extra carbs. You won't turn any of that into body fat. That's why refeeds don't result in body fat gain and are much better than a cheat day. I'm sorry, I'm driving while I'm doing this, and I got a total jerk off in front of me because it's going like 40, 30, 40, and we're in a 55 zone, so it's really pissing me off and kind of distracting. So I apologize for that. But so guys, I hope that makes it clear why you want to do a refeed, why they're very important, and also why you don't want to do a cheat day. And if you're wondering, okay, when do I want to do a refeed? I like to do one just about every week. Now I'm currently cutting on pretty high carbs, so I didn't do one the first week of my cut, but I did do one in my second week. Now, if your carbs are getting pretty low on your cut, you want to do one probably every week. And anytime you start to feel really, really low performance in the gym, like you go into the gym, you go to bench, and you usually do, 200 pounds for 4 sets of 8, and you just feel wiped and you're only getting 6 or 7 reps on your sets, try a refeed. Do a refeed, because probably you're just very depleted in your energy. And if you get those glycogen stores back up, you'll perform much better in the gym. All right, guys, I hope that cleared things up, and I'll talk to you again later. Guys, I wanted to give you a little bit of workout footage that I've been showing some of the exercise I've been doing in the gym while I'm on my cut. They really don't change from when I'm bulking. Just what a lot of times what ends up happening is my progress really slows. So I'm going to show you two of my favorite back exercises that I do that use my pulley system. Typically I recommend bent over rows, deadlifts, things like that to really build up the back. But if you can work in some of these exercises, they're great too. They're great accessory movements to really help build up the back. Here I'm doing a row, and as you can see, I'm bringing my elbows straight back, almost perpendicular from my body, and the bar up just below my chest, and that's going to work your upper back more than your lats. It's going to work your traps, your teres major, minor, and your rhomboids, and your rear delts. So that's a great exercise to bring up your upper back. Now, this exercise, I'm sure you guys will recognize it. I have a bit of a cockamamie setup here, just because I'm not in a gym with a perfect cable setup, like most of you guys probably are. But here I'm doing a row, again kind of with the T-bar attachment, and I'm keeping my elbows tucked into my body and trying to bring the T-bar attachment about into the middle of my abdominal region, and this is going to hit the lats more than, say, the upper back. Hey, what's up, guys? I want to go over with you the results of week 2 of my cut. So let's just get right into the numbers. As you can see here, I went from 210 pounds, 210.4 pounds on average, down to 207.2 pounds on average for my first and my second week. That's a loss of about 3.2 pounds, or about 1.5% of my body weight. Now, as you know from my previous video, I said I like to stay between about 0.5% to 1% total weight loss of my total weight. So I'm a little above that range. But if you take a little closer look at things, you're going to see that not really. Things really worked out okay. This 210.4 average for my first week was really influenced big time by my first 2 weigh-in days. I had a 214.6 and a 213.6, and then the numbers dropped down into the 209s. So what I did just to check was I averaged those last 5 days alone, and it came out to 208.9. When I compare that to my second week average, 207.2, I lost 1.7 pounds on average in the second week, which is a loss of about 0.82% of my overall body mass. So that worked out perfect. So I'm still in the sweet spot of where I want to be for my weight loss. So I'm not making any changes to my macros yet. I'm staying at 445 carbs, 260 protein, and 65 grams of fat every day. That's about a total of about 3,400 calories. So things are going good. I'm starting to see a little more definition, a little bit more cuts in the mirror. I'm down to about a 32-inch waist at this point. I started at about 32.5-inch waist. Like I said, I measure my waist once a week, and if my waist is getting smaller, I know I'm losing body fat, because the waist is, for guys especially, one of the first places you're going to store body fat. So I'm leaning out. My first 2 weeks, I'd say, have been pretty successful. I'm down a total of, on average, a little over 5 pounds for my first from my starting point to after 2 weeks. So that's great progress. I'm hoping to keep it up in this upcoming week, and stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna have a couple, show a couple more vlogs showing what's going on this week, and then I'll go over the results of week 3 of the cut and a couple more episodes. Thanks, guys.